Hi everyone, welcome back. On this video I'm going to show you how to configure your user model. To do this, navigate your app directory on your models and then click user.rb. The first thing you're going to do is to tell the device that we're using OmniAuth. We do this by adding the OmniAuthable module like so. So, comma, and type OmniAuthable. That's it. And now we're going to tell our Rails application what to do when a user tries to sign up or sign in using a Facebook account. To do this, we're going to need to add 5 different methods. The first one is about differentiating whether the user is a new user or an existing one. The second one is finding an existing Facebook user using his or her credentials. The third is if it's a new user, go ahead and store the user's Facebook information on our database. And finally, the fourth and the fifth, tell the device that since our user is using Facebook, it does not need a password to log in or sign up to our app. So let's go ahead and write our first method. Just hit enter and create def.self.find or create from auth hash, and we'll put auth hash here and go ahead and close this method, and let's start add stuff inside. So first of all, find by auth hash, open brackets, auth hash, or create from auth hash. Done. Our first method is done. And second method, we're gonna find our user. So self dot find by auth hash, close the method, and we're gonna say where, find a user where the provider. By the way, these fields are not yet in our database. On the next lecture, we're going to generate a migration to add the OmniAuth specific fields. But for now, you're okay. So go ahead and type provider and get this information. Hash provider. In our case, this is going to be Facebook. The second one is the UID. Hash.UID. And go ahead and try the first one it finds. So third method is create the user if it doesn't exist. Create from auth hash, go ahead and close it, and create. And there's a lot of stuff to create if it's a Facebook user. The first one is provider. Second one is UID. .UID. Don't forget the commas in the end. The third one is email. Get the user's Facebook email. .info.email, comma. Fourth one is name. Again, we don't have these fields on our database yet, but we'll have it in a minute. Get the user's name from Facebook. And now, last but not least, we're going to add the OAuth token, which has the user's credentials, unique credentials, and the when does the token expire. So the first one is called OAuth token, auth hash dot credentials dot token. And now the expires at expires at. So this is a time field. It's actually dates time field. Auth hash dot credentials dot expires at. Okay. Now for the methods to tell the device that this is a Facebook user and he doesn't need a password, he or she. So def password required, and go ahead and override. And the last method is update with passwords. So if encrypted password field is blank, update the attributes anyway. Else override. And we're done. User model is now configured. Next lecture, I'll show you how to generate a migration to add those additional fields: the provider, the UID, the name, the OAuth token, and the OAuth expires at.